So joining me again. I'm back today with the Promise Do-It-Yourself lotion, personalized lotion bars that I made yesterday. I did post a video last evening regarding the Do-It-Yourself hair perfume that I made yesterday as well, and I promised to post this when I had a chance to do so today. And just on a side note, sitting overnight when I tried the hair perfume again this morning, it only like gets better like as it sits, because the essential oils have more time to blend together and really create like that signature scent. Is absolutely gorgeous. So please, if you haven't, watch that video and give that hair perfume a try. But in the meantime, I've been starting on some of the Christmas gifts that I can make well ahead of time because they won't go bad. And I already decided I was going to be doing big lotion bar, the big lavender and vanilla lotion bars for each of the women in my life. Then I decided, hey, why don't I make them a purse-sized lotion bar as well that they can travel with? But I didn't want to do the same scent. And so what I did is I looked up a couple different scent combinations for skin lotion bars that would smell good and still be beneficial and moisturizing for the skin. And I found the perfect one. And these are the three shapes that I made, just to show you the finish. They're all seashells. So that's one shape. That's the second seashell. And then that's the third little seashell. And I kept a couple for myself because I love them so much. And these bars, it's like, they're solid and all, but once you start rubbing them on your skin or in between your hands, they instantaneously, they just instantaneously turn into a lotion on your skin. Like, you don't have to like rub really hard or get a lot of friction going. I mean, it just instantaneously moisturizes your skin. And the recipe for these lotion bars is, it's very very simple. It's equal parts. I was only doing a test run with these to make sure that I liked the formula and the scent and the way they turned out with the shell mold that I had. I thought they might come out too thin, but they didn't. So I did 1 tablespoon of coconut oil, 1 tablespoon of beeswax pellets, 1 tablespoon of shea butter, and then on the side, you want to do your scent mixture off in a different container so that you can adjust the oils until you have the scent where you want it. And it was just 2 essential oils, ylang ylang and jasmine, and you didn't need a lot of either of them because they're both very strong smelling essential oils. I think for that recipe I only needed maybe 3 to 4 drops of the ylang ylang and 5 to 7 drops of the jasmine, and any more than that and they'd be overpowering in their scent or just perfect. So what you do is you either create a double boiler or pull out your double boiler and you put equal parts. So next time I'll make a little bigger batch. It's just equal parts. So let's say you want to do a regular size batch. You probably use about 3 tablespoons of coconut oil, 3 tablespoons of beeswax, and you put that in a double boiler until the coconut oil and the beeswax both melt. And you want to keep, stirring once in a while to make sure. And then once they're all melted, then you add the shea butter. If you can, take the pot that you have on top of the heated water off of the heat when you add the shea butter, and it should melt pretty quickly being off the heat, because the thing with shea butter is if it is if it's left the heat for too long, it scorches. If it's exposed to heat, like high heat or heat for a too long period of time, it will scorch and it will ruin the whole recipe. So I was able to add my shea butter. As I pulled it off the heat, it melted really quickly, and very quickly dump your before it starts to harden up, dump your essential oils mixture in. Make sure you stir that in real well. Then you just pour it into whatever you're using as a mold. And just a little tip, I made sure that I put a very light layer of like grease of olive oil on the mold so that the lotion bars would just pop out. Pour it quickly into the mold, and I stuck mine in the fridge for about a half hour and then pulled them out. And after that half hour, they were already like solid, but you could tell they needed to set a little bit more. This When I woke up this morning, they were perfect. And yeah, I mean, it's just that simple. I mean, it's the same way that I make my lavender bars, except that the lavender bars I also use coconut butter as well as the shea butter and coconut oil. This particular recipe, I figured I'd give it a try without the coconut butter and just the shea butter, and it came out just fine. And it's perfect. So now all the women will have these little purse-sized lotion bars to carry with them, and they can leave the big bathroom size, like bar soap size lavender and vanilla lotion bars in their bathroom or in their bedroom not to use. But it really, they smell amazing. When my fiance smelled them, like he was blown away only that it was only a 2 cent combination. Like he really thought it was some difficult like thing, like I was some like Einstein chemist in the kitchen. I'm like, no, dude, like I'm just some chick reading a recipe off the internet. But yeah, so like I said, equal parts coconut oil, beeswax, shea butter. Melt the coconut oil with beeswax, then add the shea butter last to melt. As soon as all those ingredients are melted, dump in your essential oil scent mixture. Give that a quick stir, pour it into the molds, and you don't have to put them in the fridge. I did just so they would cool down a little bit faster. Like I said, after a half hour I pulled out, they were already solid. But I just let them sit overnight, and since I greased the mold, I turned it, like when I turned it over and pushed like just a little bit of pressure, they all popped out. And I'm just storing them in these little plastic sandwich baggies for now until I can nicely wrap them in a plastic packaging for Christmas. This is how it's recommended that you store them, in a cool, dark place. Because if of course, common sense. If you store them if you set them on the counter next to a radiator or next to heat or something, of course they're gonna freaking melt. I mean, they melt when you put them between your hands. So I'm just keeping them in the hall closet until closer to Christmas, and I go out and buy the packaging on a wrap them in. I figured I'd just share that with you real quick. Most people, are more familiar with the lavender, like with making the lotion bars. Figured I'd give you the cute little idea of making the little purse-sized, travel-sized lotion bars to go along with that. Like I said, you can do any scent combination that you want, but please look up the oils beforehand. Make sure, one, that they mix well together scent-wise, and two, that they carry benefits for the skin, because it kind of defeats the purpose of making a lotion bar when you're not using essential oils that are meant to be beneficial for the skin. But I am telling you, the jasmine ylang ylang oil mixture is, if you're making it for a woman, you don't want to give this to a man, it is absolutely taking. And I'm very, very, a person who's very picky about fragrances, about the perfumes that I wear, and things of that nature. So go ahead, give the recipe a try. Let me know how it turns out for you if you do. If you choose to do a different scent mixture and you particularly like it, please let me know what oils you use to make the scent mixture, and so that I can give it a try, because I'm always up, to find something else that someone in my life would like, or me myself would like to use. So thanks for tuning in again, and I hope you give this recipe a try. I'm sure I will have more videos coming up, do-it-yourself videos. I'm getting ready to make the do-it-yourself deodorant. If that turns out to be quality, I'll certainly share that with you as well. So any comments, any questions about any of the recipes, or do-it-yourself products that I've posted, just put the questions in the comments. I'll make sure to answer them. If you're having trouble with something, I'll put you in, turn you in the right direction. But again, please subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. I just do this for fun. I don't get paid by anybody. I'm not affiliated with anybody. This is just me keeping my sanity after being on the baby all day. So please tune in. Thanks for watching, and I really hope that you, or hopefully your loved ones, get to enjoy what I shared with you tonight. Have a good night.